Let me ask you something. If you murder animals on a regular basis, do you really think I give a f*** about your opinion? Do you really think I care if you want to see a comedy bit or you don't quite agree with all of my opinions when you f***ing murder f***ing animals? Today I'm gonna expose how f***ing stupid most of you are by replying to your comments through video. Now, if at any point you're so offended that you're gonna curl up in a ball and cry, or you somehow feel that I'm violating you by giving you my opinion or my facts as they are, by all means, there's a little yellow button to the upper right of the screen that says unsubscribe, so go ahead and f***ing click it anytime. Here's the first comment. Another self-righteous vegetarian trying to push his lifestyle on all of us. I don't give a f*** if you think animals are cute. I will continue to eat them. Thank you, humanitarian. You showed me how much better than me you are by saying that you don't care about other living creatures. Good job. I'm sure that for your statement, 1, 2, 3, 0 people will thank you. And as far as self-righteous goes, hell yeah, I'm self-righteous. I don't murder anything. Do you even know the definition of self-righteous? Well, let me give you something that clearly few others have. Education. To be self-righteous is to be confident in one's own morals. Smugly so. What about eating fish? I mean, God put fish on this earth. Okay, stop right there. Listen, chum, if you're gonna respectively argue something that's based on facts, not fiction, you might not want to include God in the mix. I'm sorry, Greg, I still like meat. I care for animals, but I eat meat. No, you don't care for animals because you eat meat. You just canceled yourself out right there.
Just because I'm eating you doesn't mean I don't care.
Dude, what makes you think that you're right and absolutely true? Just because you're different doesn't make everybody else crap. Well, let's see here. We're living beings and we like being alive, right? So if we kill other beings that probably like being alive, that's not really something that we have to debate now, is it? Oh wait, yes it is, because you guys are morons. Let me tell you what, dude, if someone comes in your house and carves you up and eats you, what are you gonna say about that? Are you gonna say, please don't carve up my family, please don't eat everyone I've ever met, I don't deserve this kind of pain? Oh wait, yes you do, because you've been doing it to other living beings. Seriously, if you're a meat eater and anything bad happens to you, whether you get a burn or your arm cut off, I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. You wanna know why? It's obvious at this point. I personally eat meat and won't stop and don't feel I should. I don't think that we can be compared to animals in terms of behavior. Well, that's funny because everybody else who's supporting your kind of statements does think that we should be compared to animals. Those who hump, randomly sniff rectums and eat cat. And then they go on to say, in my religion, animals are killed. Whoops, stop, you just mentioned religion again. Congratulations, your argument is pointless. Humans are supposed to eat meat. If you only eat plants, you don't get some of the vitamins and proteins you need. Try a fucking bowl of cereal, you twit. Watch the video next time before you comment. Find a new topic besides vegetarianism and racism. Christ, I'm so bored that I get close to unsubscribing. Unsubscribe now. Do it. Click the button. Goodbye. I am talking about life and death. I'm sorry you don't appreciate the life of other living beings, but I happen to. But trust me, as soon as people are murdering you genocide style, I will be there to back you. But until then, I'm gonna fight for something that matters. It's opinion, really. If people like meat, they can eat meat. Yeah, if they like human flesh, they can eat human flesh. If they like molesting children, they can molest children. If they like raping women, they can rape women. Really valid opinion you have there, twit. I personally won't eat beef, pork, veal, or lamb. I think it's cruel to eat lamb and veal because they're babies. Do you remember anything that happened as a baby? Thank you for eating them when they're old enough to know what the f***'s going on. Wouldn't want to make it so the animal doesn't suffer a lot because then you couldn't taste the fear in their flesh. Surely you must be racist too, because if you're dirt mining the meat eaters as a whole, then you see blacks in the same way and Asians, etc. Okay. As it turns out, you're only black if you make certain decisions in life, and you're only Asian if you make certain decisions in life. You're right, I'm racist as f*** because I'm picking on people that can change their ways anytime and find the light. No, 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 if you eat meat, you're stuck on it for life. You're stuck at birth and you can't change who you are. That's called bullshit. I'm f***ing serious, guys. Half of these comments can be trumped by me looking in the dictionary alone. If you are going to call people who eat meat criminal, then join us, because you walk on the ground and kill bugs all the time. Let me ask you something. What is the alternative to walking around? Because as far as I know, making some kind of ground contact in order to get from one point to another is something that I cannot avoid. I am giving you people a simple alternative to eating meat, and you turn me down and say, no, I like murdering, it's cool. I love the taste of flesh because I'm a piece of f***ing. So you're right about that. If there's an alternative to walking around, then show it to me. But don't be so profoundly stupid and ask me to do something as to sit in one place for the rest of my life. My beef, so to speak, is not with people who can only survive on meat. My issue, rather, is people who do it for pleasure, and they're in denial of it. The selfish and ignorant murderers by choice. As far as me eating meat to survive, however, I'm still leaning towards killing myself. Because unlike most every single one of you selfish, horrible human beings out there, I don't prioritize my my life before all other creatures. If you want to point the finger and ridicule someone, go look in the fucking mirror. Because wake up, you freak, when you look through your window and see a monster, I gotta break it to you, that's your goddamn reflection. Do you think that an animal would take the same pity on you? No. Now let me ask you a counter question. When was the last time you heard an animal speak English? When was the last time you saw an animal driving a car or even dress itself? That's the difference, you child. We have so many capabilities that animals do not. It's time we stop comparing ourselves and justifying our actions based on them. It's time to be an adult about this situation, a mature individual, and stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. Funny, seeing as how you eat living plants. I just want to take this opportunity to thank this individual for looking through the comments to realize that they are not original. A little suggestion to everyone who wants to argue with me. If you're gonna argue something about plants, at least have a goddamn garden. The same goes for animals. If you're gonna try to devalue them, at least try to meet one. Take a leg from a cow and that shit does not grow back. Take a branch from a tree and the potential is unlimited. We're doing cows a favor. After all, how many cows are there in the world? And how many would there be if we didn't eat them? Yes, how many cows would there be if we didn't force breed them? How many cows would there be if we stopped demanding them? If we all stopped buying meat from the grocery store, would it keep on appearing magically? And if your justification for this endless rotation of genocide is the population problem, then look at the human race. Because according to your philosophy, we should probably start killing off the old people or trimming the edges. Tell me, when is it exactly that you sick start putting human on the menu? Because I feel it coming. Onision, you're really a prick. I'm a fan, but honestly, you're a prick. Thank you so much. Why don't you go talk to the cow about what they think? So boo-hoo, I have to crack a few eggshells in order to save a few thousand lives. I'm not killing anyone, but I'm a prick. I'm trying to show you the truth. I'm trying to show you the better way. Maybe you get upset and maybe you get your feelings hurt, but I guarantee you once you take the better side, once you see the light, the truth for what it is, you'll thank me. Dude, Onision, WTF. Well, I guess I'm a murderer then, and I don't love anybody. That doesn't sound right. Well, what the f did you think that you were doing when you were chomping on flesh? When you eat your meals, do you ever even ask yourself where it comes from? I swear to your God, if someone switched out pork with human flesh, you wouldn't know the f***ing difference. You just keep going on and on, mindlessly consuming and sh**ing it all out. You're a sick f***ing twisted murderer, and you have the nerve to say what the F to me? Cows are mindless animals. The world is not Disney. Get used to it. Now I'm off to KFC. Ha 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 ha! Have you looked through my previous comments and seen how many f***ing retarded people have left that exact same comment? If you could only see how ridiculously unoriginal you are, you would be ashamed of yourself. Oh wait, no you wouldn't, because when the truth is slapping you in the face, you still smile and nod. And it's funny you mentioned Disney, because in that statement, you acknowledge that you are indeed the villain. You acknowledge that I'm the good guy and you're the bad guy. Something so insanely f***ed up about your minds is that you know you're wrong. You know for a fact you're wrong. You argue that you're not wrong when you know it. If you have any concept of the afterlife, I guarantee you are going to the pits of hell. Whether it be a repeated life as a paraplegic or you're going straight to Hades, what the f ever, you're going. And even if there is no goddamn consequence, at least give yourself the right to complain if something bad ever happens to you. You guys keep asking me why I do this. You complain that I'm not making a comedy video, but I guarantee you that every video I make, I am making a difference. I am giving all the vegetarians out there reason not to be ashamed of themselves, reason not to doubt themselves when some f***ing twit comes up to them and makes fun of them for eating rabbit food. Just in the last video, people have been relentlessly encouraging me to continue what I'm doing. And from the beginning, I didn't lie to you. I told you that I was not here for you and I was here for people like me. You keep going on and on telling me that I'm forcing my beliefs on you when you can click pause anytime. Stop complaining. You keep suggesting that these things are opinions when really I'm mostly stating facts. If someone chops your kid into little bits and pieces and then you complain about it and then someone says, oh, why are you complaining? That's just your opinion. Stop forcing your beliefs on me. Well, let me ask you something. How the f do you feel when someone just stomped over something that's so important to you? Do this for me right now. If you eat meat, admit below that you funded murder. You got a bucket of chicken from KFC. Congratulations, you killed 3 birds. Those chickens could have lived for years to come, but instead you cut off their lifespan. Over and over again, for every subject that I bring to you people, you continuously question the validity of my statements. Now don't get me wrong, questioning can be good. But when you're arguing for more hearts to stop, how could you possibly be right? I grew up raising chickens and ducks and rabbits and various other animals. These creatures were precious to me and I considered them my friends. If you would just take a second out of your uber important life to go over and pet a cow, to go over and hold a chicken, maybe, just maybe you would begin to see the truth for what it is. These animals are individuals. None of them are exactly the same. Their value in comparison to us is highly debatable. Today you can become a person who deserves sympathy. Today you can look at your pets, tell them you love them, and actually mean it. Today you can stand up and say that you are an individual. So live a universally happier and healthier life. Stop eating meat. Stop saying genocide is wrong when you fund it. Stop living a hypocrisy. And for the sake of all that's good, open your f***ing eyes.